So let's have a look at the prison for your mind. So yeah, this is the Hyperborea, the map that shows Hyperborea, the Arctic Pole. This is Mercator. Shows a few interesting islands as well, like Frisland, which became Friesland, I think. So this is, what's this? The Flight of the Eagle. Oh, look at this. So this shows the same kind of thing, right? That the pole, that the Antarctic wall, and all this extra land on the outside. And this actually shows, you can go right in, right? Got like Thule, the Island of Screaming Mists, New Formosa, New Sagrad. So it's got all these stories and all this information about these outer lands, right? Outer space. So that's an interesting one. And of course, none of this has been verified. We don't know if this is true or if it's false. This is the crater Earth. So this is another theory that someone's working with, is that all the continents are actually in a crater, like a pond, basically. And around us is ice desert, I guess. But he actually draws the shape of the realm differently. He puts the continents in different places, which is interesting because I have a question. This is just showing that the sun and the moon are within the enclosed system, because one of the base laws of science is you can't have a vacuum next to a pressurized system. That's the sky's a clock. Again, is there more land out here? And then is there more land outside that? So this is like the moon. What's his name? Vibes of Cosmos. So he looks at the moon and says that there's a map of the realm reflected on the moon. And basically this is a part where we inhabit. And then there's all this extra outer part. And no doubt more so, but the thing is, we don't know. Resets, right? We have cyclical resets, I think so. And this, of course, is Terra Infina, which is, this is like the galaxy, right? And instead of, these balls floating in space, it's land masses on a flat plane. Is that what's going on here? We don't know, is the answer at the moment. So this is the prison, right? The globe floating in space. So this is the North Pole. Okay, this region, they say it's empty and there's nothing there, but there is one thing there. There is an elf face here. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is there. Okay, so can you see, like, this is the ear. This is one eye, the nose, chin, cheekbone, and the head, right? Another eye there. So, I mean, interesting, right? Tree of Life, Tree of Yggdrasil, elves, North mythology, and at the top we have, literally, can you see that? An elf face. So that's what's at the top of the box, the box for our mind. And this is the wall. So this is, what we see on maps as the ring, and they've had to turn it into a dot. And look what we get when we go down here. Okay, this is the center. Look at this. This is, can you see this? You can literally see how they have folded every single point into a dot. Can you see that? There's a few rings here too, so I don't know if we can get lower, but like, there we go. That's a photo apparently, right? From a satellite. But you can see, just on here, apart from the fact that it's completely fake, it's all been folded in to make a globe. Now, what else did I have here? I had something. I was looking up X. You know how X, Elon has changed Twitter. It's now X, right? X marks the spot. I don't know. I just found it interesting. Right, Twitter, is now X. X marks the spot. And this is what's coming out, right? This. Let's have a look. Here it is again. Disease X. A hidden but inevitable creeping danger. What is disease X? How to identify passengers. Disease X. The next pandemic. Disease X. Could be 20 times deadlier than COVID. So there you go. Again, no one will get affected. But I don't know. X has been popping up, right? X marks the spot. X factor, right? A lot of people talk about the X factor, being the phoenix. They call it the X factor. Disease X, right? Blah, 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 blah. A placeholder name that was adopted by the World Health Organization in February 2018 on their short list of blueprint priority diseases. I mean, what are they telling you there? That to me sounds like they've created this name and now it's a priority to create this disease to represent a hypothetical unknown pathogen. So basically they're saying, oh, this could exist, right? It could exist. But now, guess what? It does exist, right? It does, see? Ooh. Anyway, X. Twitter, and then I found this, X, the X company. We create radical new technologies to solve some of the world's hardest problems. The Moonshot Factory. And it starts off sounding really good, as do they all, right? It's a diverse group of inventors and entrepreneurs who build and launch technologies that aim to improve the lives of millions, even billions of people. Our goal is to 10 times the impact on the world's most intractable problems, not just 10% improvement, blah, blah, blah. Look at us, we're so good. Okay, so this one, what if you could read a plant like you could read a book? Okay. What if we could protect the ocean while feeding the world sustainably? Oh, be careful of that word. And what if beams of light could provide global access to the internet? So there's a big one. We chose to go to the moon. Really? So why didn't you go? And down here, you get more into this kind of stuff, that it's all basically part of the agenda. 2010, Google founders decided to form a new division of the company to work on moonshot, far out sci-fi sounding technologies that could make the world a better place. It was a grand experiment, blah, 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 10 years in the making. Look what we've done for you. We've taken photos. So this is basically, and they're talking about inventions, wearable computer Google glasses. So there you go. That's VR, internet, free internet. That was Elon's thing. Brain creates one of the largest ever neural networks for machine learning. Okay. Google Glass Explorer invite people to speak on how to wear wearable devices. Look at this. They're going to tell us that it's all balloons, all this stuff, right? Free energy, kites, and stuff that we know doesn't work. But this is what X is, right? This is X. So what's X? X company. X marks the spot. Disease X. Like there's a movie. I think that's actually like a porn movie called X. X film series. There's an app called X. X Nilo. Don't know what that is. But anyway, I just found that interesting. So I thought I would share about X.
Remember, in the end, nobody wins unless everybody wins. Come on!